Welcome to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with Rebecca Hall Greider. In our program each week, we provide the tools, ideas, and encouragement to help you move ahead on your journey, becoming a more powerful and impactful woman in your own life. Now here's your host, Rebecca Hall Greider.
Welcome, everyone. I hope that you're having an amazing day. Honored to be connecting in with you. And we have been talking about really showing up in our life. So in July, we've been focused on how do we fully show up, share the gift of who we are, not hold back. Sometimes we can walk through life or moments like it's a dress rehearsal. Like, this is just a quick run through. I'll give it up. I'll show up fully next time around. And I want to encourage you and remind you that this is the show. This is your time, and you're absolutely needed in the world. And I want to encourage you to fully show up, fully share the gift of who you are. And part of that is having hope and encouragement and being on purpose. I think that helps us choose to show up. That helps inspire us. That helps move us forward. And our amazing guest today is so on purpose, on a mission, and has encouraging information for all of us today. So I'm very excited to be bringing her aboard. She has a book that's coming out soon. We're going to be talking about a little bit as well. And as you join us, I want you to listen into that personal message for you, to encourage you on your journey, to help you fully show up, to be on purpose and on mission in your life. Because every day, throughout the day, we can make choices and choose to fully show up, choose to fully be present, choose to share the gift of who each and every one of us are. And I want to encourage you to lean in and share the amazing gift of who you are. So thank you for joining us today and giving us the privilege and the opportunity to pour into you and to connect with you, heart, mind, body, soul, and spirit. Let's take a moment to mindfully, purposely connect in. So let's take a breath together. In through the nose, out through the mouth like through a straw. Beautiful. Actually take in even a little bit more breath than you're used to and expand your lungs, your body as you bring it in. And as you breathe it out, I want you to stretch the breathing out a little bit more. Let's really build these muscles and bring oxygen into every part of us, even those parts that maybe we're not breathing into as deeply every day. So let's take a really purposeful, deep, mindful breath. Keep breathing in. Hold for just a moment, and then let's start to breathe out. Beautiful. I encourage you to keep breathing, and as you're doing so, close your eyes. You're absolutely safe, but that helps us avoid distraction when we close our eyes for a moment and just really pay attention to our breaths. This brings oxygen to every cell in our body, helps slow us down just a little bit so we can catch up with ourselves. As it brings oxygen throughout our body, it actually helps lower our stress levels, our cortisol levels, releasing what no longer serves, breathing in that which does, allows room and space for you to receive, to make clear decisions, to get clarity, to really hear. Breath is a powerful, powerful tool and gift that we can use throughout the day. And it just takes 1 minute to catch up with ourselves, breathe in, focus, and then as we move forward with that next breath, choosing to do so on purpose. So as you're breathing, I want you to think for a moment and just ask a question. What is it that you need today? What is it that will encourage you, empower you, support you to really show up, really share all of the amazing facets of you. What is it you need that you are willing to receive? Because you absolutely have choice. So what is it that you need and are willing to receive? We're not worried about how right now. We're just identifying what it is that you need and are willing to receive. Beautiful. Receive that information. And then let's take another deep breath together. And then come back into the room, fully present, eyes open, ready to receive. Wonderful. And take a moment and write down what was laid on your heart. When you took a moment to stop, pause, breathe, and listen, what is it that you need? Let's keep it top of mind. Let's actually start to co-create it, bring it forward by writing it down. What's really cool about writing is when you write, it's a direct connection to your heart. So it helps you stay connected to your heart, your wisdom, information that is, sometimes we're a little too busy to listen to. So there's great wisdom that can come in writing and taking a moment to stop, pause, and listen. Beautiful. So as you're writing that down, I want to encourage you to keep that top of mind. Every once in a while during our time together today, glance down at your note, what it is that you need. Keep it top of mind. Keep it top of mind throughout the day. And here's how you can really dial this up. Be actively on the lookout, waiting for this wonderful need to be met in an unexpected way, a way you never saw coming. You wouldn't have even imagined. You're looking forward to being surprised by the wonderful way that this need will be met. So be actively watching. Beautiful. And we're going to go around our virtual room here and connect in with our amazing guest heart to heart to really hear, when we took a moment to stop, pause, and listen, what was laid on her heart. Just a 15, 20-second share as we connect in. Lois, I would love for you to share.
Absolutely. Thank you, Rebecca. That was wonderful, wonderfully insightful. And I ended up with 3 words. Sorry. They're all kind of interrelated. But bringing this message forward, I need this book. The message is in the book. I need confidence that I was selected, asked to do this, so I have to have the confidence that I can do this. The courage to put myself out there in the public, and the strength to follow through on my commitment.
Beautiful. I'm writing that down. I'm co-creating that with you.
Thank you. I did write it down, yes.
Absolutely. And we collectively are lifting you up and sending you that confidence that you were selected. I celebrate that you are leaning in and willing to bring your message, your mission forward, the courage to do so, knowing that we're behind you, and the strength to follow through. So knowing each step of the way, we're here with you and we're supporting you. And anytime you need to dip into that, know that you can just dip into that connection, that support on your journey. And thank you for sharing from your heart and letting us come together in this space with you.
Thank you for having me here and for being willing to support. It means everything, because we are not here alone. And it's that support. It's when someone believes you can do something, that's all you need sometimes, is someone else to believe in you.
Exactly. Oh, so true. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. And I really appreciate that. And listeners, I want you to think about a mission perhaps you've been given. And what is it that you need? If you also are collectively wanting to tap into that belief, knowing that you are called, that you are also equipped to bring it forward, and the courage to do so, knowing that each step will meet you and you will learn what to do on the next step. You just have to take a step at a time. And then the strength to continue through. And I think that's so important to bring others alongside you, a community to support you, because we are not in this alone. And every step of the way, we can support and cheer each other on. And as we go to our first commercial break, when those commercials are playing in the background, I want you to take a moment to really sink into listening and hearing what is being laid on your heart and spirit. Resist that urge to go cross things off the to-do list. Choose to stay present and receive encouragement, courage, and strength. And we'll look forward to talking to you in just 2 minutes.
Be sure to friend us on Facebook. You can do it right now. Visit facebook.com/Voice America or search for us at keyword Voice America.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Get Unchained. Tune in every Monday for Jane Unchained on the Voice America Influencers channel, featuring nationally recognized best-selling author, TV journalist, and social media influencer Jane Velez Mitchell. This program takes you inside a trending lifestyle that's the next wave of human evolution. It all starts on your plate. If you want to revolutionize your life, get happier, more energized, then discover the secret. Tune in to Jane Unchained Mondays at 10 a.m. Pacific Time and 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the Voice America Influencers channel.
Rebecca Hall Greider's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Have you had a chance to check out Voice America's online magazine and blog? If you love our hosts and shows, check out articles that give an even deeper perspective, plus topics about health and fitness, movie reviews, philosophy, business tips and tactics, spirituality, positive thought, current events, and even more about your favorite host. It's just a click away at blog.voiceamerica.com. That's blog.voiceamerica.com. The Voice America Press Blog. All access, all the time. We don't follow, we lead. Join us, the Voice America Influencers channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Greider. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 minutes and took some time to breathe and really catch up with yourself. Really listen to what's being laid on your heart and on your spirit, and those things, those areas that you are called to bring forward, your mission, your purpose, and knowing that we're here walking beside you, cheering you on to support you and fully sharing, showing up and shining brightly in your life. I actually believe that's part of how we light up the world, is shining brightly, sharing our gifts, and we do that heart by heart, light by life around the world. So I want to encourage you to remember to fully show up. It absolutely matters. You are absolutely needed. And I'm really excited to more formally introduce our amazing guest. I know she's going to inspire you, be an encouragement, and you're going to love the mission that she's been given. So let me introduce Lois to you. Lois Herman is a catalyst for positive change. I love that. A catalyst for positive change. She's a success coach, a board-certified clinical hypnotist, specializing in a mind, body, spirit approach to achieve balance in all areas of life. She has decades of healing modality experience as a community leader, radio show host, and soon to be best-selling author of her forthcoming book she's going to be sharing about today. And she is on a mission to shift the energy of our planet to be more positive, one person, one heart, one group, and one community at a time. Please lean in and warmly welcome the powerful and heart-centered Lois Herman to the show. Welcome!
Yay, yay. I'm so glad to be here with you, Rebecca. This is wonderful. Thank you for having me.
You are very welcome. Thrilled to have you joining us. And I would love for you to share why, a little bit of your personal why, as well as the mission that you've been given.
Absolutely. My personal why involves my own journey toward positive energy. I was raised in kind of a dysfunctional way, traveled the world as a military child, did not have roots, and it wasn't until I discovered my own spiritual family that I grew into a place of peace and positivity. And as a result, I made this this little minor commitment to God to just say yes. And that commitment to just say yes has taken me down an amazing journey where in my private practice, I help shift people's energy, be it from energies around them, from memories, from genetic spirits, different, more esoteric things, and help them to tap into the why, their wise mind, their guides, their angels, their blessed grandmother. So I have the amazing ability, using hypnotic techniques, to have people be their own psychics, that they can tap into the wisdom of their connection with the divine, whatever that is to them.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. I love that you said yes. I think it always starts with that, this choice that we make. And you said yes. And then you get the mission sometimes after the yes, more details. And I love that you've embraced that, and you are now able to help so many people tap into that support, tap into that information so they can shine brightly out in the world. Really beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. It's not always been easy to stay on that yes path, but I've had, like you said, people who have been there for me. I call them, with this mission that I'm on, I call them my Team Hope. And when I start to, get a little unsettled, a little question when I'm facing negative energy or shadow thoughts, I can reach out to one of my Team Hope members, and they are always there to encourage, to help me shift my energy, to keep me on this path, because they believe in the messages as I have come to believe in them as well.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And I love that name, Team Hope, and that you have that built around you, that you're able to reach in and to support you. And is that part of how you're able to keep your energy shining brightly, or are there additional techniques that you use to help you continue to stay bright and shining and share out all that you're called to bring forward?
Yes, there are many techniques that I use that I have cultivated and developed over the years, and some that were given in this series of books. That this is part of why my mission is to get these techniques, these messages out to people. I have a bubble of light that I zip up every day, and I teach others to do this. And I had a delightful, one of my wonderful Team Hope members the other day had taught one of her clients to do this, and the client says she now has her own little acronym, and she says, Angel Wings Up.
Oh, nice.
Even though I have my version, I love how people take it and make it their own special sauce. So it's keeping your bubble, your energy clean and bright, and asking for your guides to assist you through the day, because we are not alone in this world. We have our physical Team Hope members, but we also have this spiritual ethereal that help us. We just have to learn to ask.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And I think that's so interesting, remembering to ask. And sometimes it can be the easiest or the hardest thing to do, is to remember to ask and then be open to receive. Beautiful.
And
would you
to share
a little?
gratitude.
Yeah, a little. It is. And I also like that support is permission based, in a sense. Like, we have to be willing and open to receiving it. It's not forced upon us.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anything you would add to that?
Yes. Ask, believe, and receive with gratitude. That's the other piece. Many people only ask when they're in trouble. And what I have learned is ask on a regular basis. Give me the guidance to show up, to be the best I can be today, no matter what. Guide me through this day, and thank you for guiding me. So when you give gratitude in advance, it's amazing, those little miracles that happen along the way. I call them God winks. Little things that happen and make, oh my gosh, thank you, because I, in my own mind, will get stuck on a situation or a problem. But if I ask, can you help me to resolve this problem? Give me the insight, the wisdom, the ability to see beyond my limitations so that I can clearly see an answer. It is amazing how I will get an email, a text, someone will call out of the clear blue, and they will have an answer for me. And it's just, it's not necessarily that it comes like a thunderbolt in the sky. Sometimes it is an insight that you have, but I love how it shows up in so many different ways.
Powerful. Thank you for sharing. And I like that, God winks. Beautiful, beautiful way, way to look at that. And encouraging. It's encouraging to know and see that along the way. And would you share, we've hinted around this a little bit about your book series and your mission attached to that, but I'd love for you to share the current mission you've been given with your book series, and share a little bit about your first book in the series.
Absolutely. Thank you. So as I said, I'm a board-certified spiritual-based clinical hypnotist, which means that I have a process that I use, and I help people with all kinds of things, and I add a spiritual twist to it. Well, I had this wonderful gentleman show up as a client. He needed help with sleep issues. And when people communicate with their angels and guides, they're doing the communication. I'm the scribe and the guide, and I just take a lot of notes. It's not just. I mean, I definitely, I'm right there with them, but they are getting their messages. This gentleman goes into trance. He opens his eyes, looks me square in the face, and says, "We need your help to save humanity. Humanity may only have a few years left. They're facing the next great apocalypse. We need your help to save humanity now." 6 pages of notes later, he comes out of trance and doesn't remember a thing. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what the flip was that? So the next time he comes, now when I see people, I see them in a series. I had the presence of mind to flip on a cell phone recording app, thinking if they come through again, I would at least capture, the essence of what they say. And sure enough, they came through. And so the first book is called The Chronicles of Hope. The Uncreatus, they are the first ones, the ancient ones. They say they are 8 and they are 1, and they are very concerned with the state of our world, as most of us are right now. So the first 11 sessions we put into book one, they could only stay for a short time because it was all about energy, and we have to shift our energy to be more positive. So they gave us little recipes on what we could do to shift our energy and to be aware of the negative energies around us that cause us to be fearful, sad, mad, angry. All of those, we are energetic beings, and those types of emotions will drain our energy. So they gave us information about what we can do to lift our energy, and they also, here I am, asking questions of these amazing ones, and I say, who am I? I love what I do, helping one person at a time, but who am I to get this out here in a big way? And I asked them, what can I do? And they said, tell them what they want to know, then teach them what they need to know. So I started watching the History Channel and got questions on what do people want to know. So they started telling us the history of how the Earth came to be and the pyramids and I started just asking questions of them. They were historians. They are telling me all these amazing facts little-known facts about the history of our planet. And so they came through, and they are the conversations in book one, which were amazing, yet they mostly were historians and sounded the alarm that you need to do something, but they couldn't really tell us what to do because they were more distant. So they said, we will send you our children and children's children. They're more connected with you, and they can give you advice as to what you need to do to change your energy on your planet.
So powerful. I'm going to have us stop for a moment and just take this in. Do you mind sharing one more time the title of the first book and let people know where they can find it?
Absolutely. The book is called Chronicles of Hope. The first one is Beyond Creative. And the book has its own website, chroniclesofhope.net, and it can be found on Amazon. It's available in ebook and softcover. But, my favorite is the audio book. The gentleman who did the reading with me on the audio book, it feels as if you are in the room eavesdropping on the session. He did such a great job.
Beautiful. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing. And listeners, we're getting ready to go to our next commercial break. And as we do that, these 2 minutes, I want to encourage you to really think about how is your energy right now? Is there something that's weighing it down a bit? Is there something you can release to help shift and bring your energy to a more positive place for you? Take a moment and check in. Some of it is just remembering even to check in sometimes. And if you're finding something needs to be released, releasing that and then putting that protective bubble or angel wings. I like that. Zip up the angel wings, putting that around, remembering to protect yourself and your energy. You have great value and can make a big difference in all of those around you. But part of what's needed to do that and to shine is to keep your energy positive and keep your energy bright. So take a moment and check in. When we come back, I'm going to have Lois share a little bit about the second book that's going to be coming out soon that is continuing that conversation and letting us know what we can do in the world today to really shift and change the energy. We'll look forward to talking to you in just 2 minutes.
Think you've seen everything there is to see in online television? Let us surprise you. Visit voiceamerica.tv today for sports, health, business, and more on demand 24/7.
Rebecca Hall Greider's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Sustainable success is just around the corner. If you are an entrepreneur, business leader, or anybody looking for their next level of success, tune into Sustainable Success with host Chris Salem. Did you know that the path to success is a long path that started many years ago? The path you started on then determines what is happening now. Chris and his amazing guests in their field will help you navigate the path to sustainable success every Thursday at 12 noon Eastern Time and 9 a.m. Pacific on the Voice America Influencers Channel.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Tune in to the Voice America Variety channel on the Voice America Talk Radio Network. Voice America Variety broadcasts a diverse array of topics, reaching a global community. Our experts come from all walks of life, and the topics they discuss are everything from current events, arts and entertainment, leadership, parenting, relationships, self-improvement, career advice, and a variety of other topics. Check us out today. You're sure to find something of interest. Voice America Variety. Talk on today's hot topics.
Change starts here. Change starts now. Join us, the Voice America Influencers Channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall-Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 minutes and it gave you an opportunity to feel in, to really listen and hear what's being placed on your heart, on your spirit, and including checking in and paying attention to your energy. And I encourage you, as you go back out into the world, pay attention, check in on your energy throughout the day, and notice the things that uplift, encourage, lift that vibration of your energy, make you happy, energized, those things that drain you and lower your energy. It's really good to know so that you can create a balance in your life and are able to make sure to build in those things that uplift you, that encourage you. And we were talking before the break about the mission that Lois has been given and the book series that she's bringing out. And she shared a little bit about book 1. And now we want to talk a little bit about book 2, because this is a message that is coming out. The book's going to be released very soon. And for those of you who this resonates with, we want you to know about it and be able to lean into this powerful resource. So I'd love for you to share about the second book, the second volume, and the conversations you had. And this would be with the children and the children's children of the first group that you talked with. Would you expand on that and share a little bit about the focus of this book and what people can look forward to in it?
After, I think it was about 11 sessions, I was starting to ask more specific questions on the uncreative. I said, let me send ones who are closer to Earth. They can answer questions more clearly for you. So the first one that came through in the subsequent session in this book, it is called The Chronicles of Hope, the Collective, which is what they identified themselves as. We are the collective God, if you will. The first one that came through was Ray, the god of Atlantis. And he had an incredible message of the fact that we have gotten lost, and we are that our civilization needs to get back to honesty and integrity. That the Atlantean civilization had incredible integrity, and that there was a mistake. I mean, he went into the details of how the crystal generators overloaded. And anyway, one of the fascinating pieces of this is I, being a hypnotist, have done a lot of past life work. And I indeed had past life recall of being in Atlantis. I did not know who I was. I knew that I was in the crystal room trying to get them to stop doing something, and he was able to identify and tell me who I was, and that was fascinating to me on a personal level. But he gave us insight as to what we need to do as a civilization to raise our energy, and that was a powerful session.
Powerful.
Did you have any questions about it?
Yeah, I was just, my mind was going a lot of directions as you were sharing. So let me focus in on one question. I think, is there something from that session that really stood out that we can do to shift the energy? Is there one tip or insight you can share from that session?
Getting back to honesty and integrity. That was what he said. Too many people are out for themselves. It's all about greed, and we need to look at ourselves as a civilization, as one whole. We are not we are parts of a whole, and we must treat each other with respect and integrity. That was huge in his message.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And is there another, as you're thinking about the sessions, how many sections are in this second book? Because I know there's a variety of conversations and sessions.
Yes. There are only 6 in the second book, and that's because these energies could stay longer. So where the Young-Quidus were only there for maybe 20 to 30 minutes, some of them were well over an hour. So the sessions are longer. And then what happened was my team, Hope, would say, Lois, could you please explain this? I deal with negative energies all the time. This is second nature to me, so I'm asking how may I help my client? I'm asking questions about how I can help. And so there's a lot more of me in this. There's a lot more explanation on the reflections. And the fact is that I started writing the reflections in December of this year, so really during the time when the pandemic started, I was in the middle of writing a session on Aurora, who was talking about you need to shift from anger and hate. And there were 6 sessions in this one, so the second one that came through was Jesus. And his message was, what happened to my message? It was all about brotherly love. It was all about respecting one another. What happened to my simple message? So it was a powerful, powerful, heartbreaking session with him. And he was saying, get back to love. Get back to brotherhood. Get back to the secular concept of honoring each other. So his session was extremely powerful. And then there was a session with Aurora, the goddess of the dawn, and she is around us a lot, but she'd never taken human form before. So that was it was interesting to hear from the feminine perspective. And then we had the Archangel Samael, who it was a pretty big of a shocker. And I don't want to do a spoiler alert on that one. He is a powerful, powerful archangel. And then this was a very interesting journey. So we would meet maybe once a month and ask, for whoever wanted to come through. And on this specific day, the Tibetan monks had started a prayer that was to go around the world. So we decided to join in this universal prayer for peace. And as we are, the 3 of us, so my client Gary, and by then I had invited one of my clearing consultants to be there just to make sure that I'm not just hallucinating. And he would keep the energy grounded as I would be the one asking the questions, and Gary would be free to go on his journey. The energy of the universe came through. The spirit of the universe came through and said, "You called." And that was a shock. And the message from the universe was powerful about you are not fighting aliens. You are fighting your own fears. You are all one being. You need to look at each other as you are brothers and sisters of the whole. You have to stop this anger towards each other. So similar messages brought by different energies, if you will. Mm-hmm. And the last one that came through was Mother Gaia herself. And that was powerful. So threaded through the whole message is we've got to get back to honoring nature, that we are taking advantage of this gift we have been given. We are guests on this planet. She's been around for a long time, and she's not real happy with some of her humans. And so her message to us was to take better care, respect each other, and respect her, the love of nature. That is one of the things that will heal us the most, is to tap into the energy of our biggest resource of all, is Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Gaia.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And I know these are just highlights, but I felt I wanted to give our listeners a feel of the book and the flow and some of what they can look forward to. And this is just like highlights. And we have a cliffhanger with the Archangel that you have to read to learn what that message is. But I really appreciate you sharing and being willing to bring forward this important information and share some of those highlights with us today. As we are getting ready to go to our next commercial break, I want to let people know when they can watch for the book, the official title again, where and when to look forward to getting this book.
Well, the title is Chronicles of Hope, The Collective, Book 2, and save the date, 8/8. Don't be late. The book will be available for $1 on Amazon and the Kindle version. And I have a dear friend who said, you're offering hope for $1. I said, that's perfect. Yes, because this message is meant for you, for humanity. And I am simply the messenger that's bringing these incredible messages to you.
Thank you. So everyone, 8/8, don't be late. Rhyme to help you remember the date.
Exactly.
So you can put that on the calendar. We're going to be helping promote and share it out as well. So you can watch for that in social media, mark it on your calendar. If this book is calling to you, the messages are resonating with you, I want to encourage you to add this valuable resource to your library. And we'd be honored to have you lean in and help us get the word out. We really want to reach as many people as possible with this book and do our part to help bring the message to the world, and for each of you to have the opportunity to lean into this important information. So 8/8, it will be available on Amazon for the special rate of $1 for the first 24 hours. So make sure to put that on the calendar. We are getting ready to go to our next commercial break. And when we come back, I'll let you know how you can connect on a deeper level with Lois. So enjoy these 2 minutes. Make sure to mark that on your calendar, and we'll look forward to talking to you in just 2 minutes.
Follow us on Twitter at VoiceAmericaTRN. Get the lowdown on guests, new shows, and your favorites. That's VoiceAmericaTRN. Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. That's EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
There's a new force to be reckoned with in talk radio. It's not just talk radio. Hosted by LaTanya Jr. and co-hosts Tina Wynn and Tony Brown. Not Just Talk Radio is like a superhero, inspiring, problem-solving, and informing. Packed with action-provoking conversations from news, movements, and social and politics issues. This program is about a wide range of voices and fresh points of view from experts, celebrities, and you, the listener. Not Just Talk Radio is broadcast live Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific on the Voice America Influencers Channel.
Rebecca Hall Greider's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Become a member of VoiceAmerica.com. It's easy, and best of all, it's free. Start out by going to our homepage or any of our channels and click Register at the top. Once you've created an account and signed in, you can create your own custom library, opt into our newsletter, search by show, host, guest, or topic of interest, or browse millions of hours of content across all of our Voice America radio channels. Membership gets you more. Visit VoiceAmerica.com today to get started and tailor the listening experience to your taste.
We don't follow, we lead. Join us, the Voice America Influencers Channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Greider. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 minutes. It gave you an opportunity to stop, pause, breathe, listen, and really receive everything that is of support to you and in alignment with you. And also, I hope that some of those highlights, those messages that Lois shared, also are nourishing your soul and supporting you, and you're hearing them as you're getting ready to go back out into the world, integrating some of that powerful information and reminder about taking care of nature, being mindful of that, of each other, our brotherly love, our respect and lifting up of each other and encouraging of each other. If each of us are mindful of that and purposeful as we go back out into the world, it creates a really powerful ripple effect. So really take a moment at the end of today's show before you go back out into the busy world. I know we can get caught up in all the to-do list items. Take a moment, 2 minutes after the show, to just pause and breathe, receive what is here for you, take a breath, open your eyes, and then choose mindfully and purposely how you are stepping forward throughout the rest of the day today. It'll be powerful to bring that energy forward, to purposely, mindfully step forward as you have allowed the information today to be integrated into you and to support you on your journey. One of the things we were talking about behind the scenes as you guys were on commercial break, we wanted to make sure things were really easy for you. I feel like we don't need anything hard and complicated right now, but if there's a really easy way we can support you in watching for the date and all those kinds of things, we wanted to let you know how to do that. So I'm going to have Lois share for those of you who would like to have an email actually automatically sent to you the morning of with the link, so you can go in and get your copy and you're not having to worry about putting it on your calendar and checking the calendar and suddenly it's a day late because we can lose track of the days. So Lois, can you share how that works?
Absolutely. There's several ways that they can reach out and connect with me. Probably the best way right now is to go to my website, LoisHerman with 2Ns.com, and there is a subscribe to my Insights newsletter. They can sign up right there, and I usually send a newsletter out once a month. It's an inspiring blog, and I'm also sending out the announcements for the book there. So that's an easy way to do it. You can also go to the book's own website, chroniclesofhope.net, and we are getting ready. We're in the process of creating a sign-up page there. It might be available later this week or next week, but you can certainly sign up on my Lois Herman website, and that would be a good place to sign up to make sure that you get the announcements for the book coming up.
Perfect. And give us the title one more time.
Sure, it's Chronicles of Hope, The Collective, Book 2. There's a Book 3 that's going to be in the offing, too. That'll be next year, and that's the Archangels. So we have several sessions with Archangels that we just did not have enough room to fit into this book, so they will be coming next year. And we also have, if anyone is interested, we have an Inspiring Hope community that meets twice a month, the second and fourth Thursday, where people they want to be surrounded by others of like mind. And we decided to establish this community of hope where people can log in. It's 7 o'clock Eastern, so what would that make it? 4 o'clock Pacific time, and it's done
AM or PM?
PM.
Okay.
So we have it more in a talking circle type of a forum where people all have an opportunity to share what's on their heart. And what you find in this group is people who have dug into and really leaned into the messages in the book, and they'll have their own little ways of helping. Like one person a couple of weeks ago said that when somebody is really negative or angry, she takes out her little light pistols and goes pew pew and sends them rays of light. So you find, the different people have different ways of inspiring people in simple and easy, with simple, easy techniques. It doesn't have to get into a meditative trance state. You can do simple things every day to keep yourself and others' energy positive. And that's what this whole mission is about, is to shift our energy to be more positive.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for letting us know so many resources that are available. I'm excited. There's a book 3 coming, so you heard it here, everybody. More to come. Please mark on your calendars 8/8. That's when the current book will be released, The Collective, Book 2, Chronicles of Hope. We hope that this time together has served you. It's been an honor to connect in with each and every one of you. And as you get ready to go back out into the world, I want you to remember some of the things that have been shared today that we can choose. And I like how you shared that, Lois, simple things, putting our own spin on it that we're able to do to lift ourselves up, to encourage others, and lighten the energy, brighten the energy for all of us around the world, and then being open to receive the messages that are here to support us on our journey, being open, remembering to ask for help and receive it, being unattached to how, looking forward to being surprised, including gratitude and appreciation when you're asking for help. Really powerful. And as you get ready to go back into the world, I want you to remember that you are beautifully, wonderfully, and powerfully made, that you absolutely matter in this world. Energy is also a big part of who you are as an energetic being. So remember to pay attention to your energy. Pay attention to how you're showing up, how you're shining in the world. We affect each other. Whether we're doing it purposely or not, we impact each other. So let's choose to be mindful and purposeful in our impact on one another. So as you go back out into the world, I want you to choose to bloom where you're planted. Choose to shine the amazing gift of who you are out in the world. Have an amazing week, everyone. We look forward to talking to you next time.
Thank you for joining us this week for Empowering Women, Transforming Lives. Please tune in again for another edition with your host, Rebecca Hall-Gruyter, next Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific, on the Voice America Influencers channel. And join us for a replay of the show every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific, on the Voice America Empowerment channel. Have a beautiful week, and may you always bloom where you're planted and shine.